Hi, I'm Aaron Marcus, and welcome back to the 30-Day Challenge. Today, hey, I want to share some technical terms with you, and then I'll give you a challenge. And this also still deals with the audition process. So the first one is the slate. And the slate can really vary quite a bit depending on where you are auditioning. Typically, what that means is you're going to be saying your name into the camera. Now, when you do a slate, sometimes they want your name, sometimes they want the name of the character you're reading for, sometimes they want your agent's name, sometimes they will ask for your height, sometimes they will ask you to turn and give a profile. It can vary. And sometimes they don't ask for a slate at all. I just recently had an audition for a television series, and I walked in and I asked, "Do you want me to slate?" And they said, "No, we have all your information on the camera already." So you can always ask, and if they do ask you to slate, ask them specifically what they want you to say in your slate. Okay, the other thing that I want to share with you, it's called the sides. And the sides is the short portion of the script that you're going to be reading for your audition. So anyhow, typically you can either get that the day before. Sometimes you don't get the sides until you walk into the audition itself. And that's why it's always really important to try to get there early. The other term that I want to share with you is callback. And just in case, excuse me, just in case you are told that there is a callback. Normally, you're not going to hear it at the audition, but if your agent calls you and says, "Hey, you've got a callback," what that means is that you are called back to go and audition again. And it's the opposite of what you might think. You might think, "Oh my goodness, they didn't like what I did. They're going to make me do it again." No, they really liked what you did, and they're calling you back. And now, instead of just reading for the casting director, you might be reading for the director, could be a producer, could be a whole variety of people there. And so just as a little bit of a side note, uh, actors sometimes make a huge mistake, and they want to show everybody how talented they are, and they have such a wide range of skills, and they go into the callback and they read the lines very differently than the way they actually read it for the initial audition. Don't do that. What you want to do is read it the same way that you read it for your initial audition. That's why they called you back. They liked what you did. I also, and look, everybody has different ideas. I like to wear the same wardrobe. I want them to see me as the same person as I initially auditioned with. So I always wear the same wardrobe. The other thing, the other term that I want to mention is your mark. They will ask you to stand on your mark. Sometimes you're going to be seated in a chair, and the lights and the cameras are already focused on that spot, or sometimes they'll have a piece of tape on the floor and you'll be standing there. So that is your mark. So let me tell you what your challenge is today. What I want you to do is practice your slate. And you can decide on what you want to say in your slate. You can say your name. If you have an agent, give your agent's name. If you don't have an agent, find an agent in your area and practice saying that name of the agency as if they are going to be representing you soon. And you can also give your height as well. If it's a TV commercial slate, you always want to show this warmth, this friendliness, show that you can handle things. You are representing a company in a very positive way. You're approachable. That's what you want to practice in your slate as part of your assignment here. And if it's for a feature film or a television series, there are different philosophies with it. Some people will say, slate, in your character. I don't do that. I slate as who I am, nice, friendly, warm, approachable kind of guy. And then if that character is very different than that, then they'll get a chance to see my acting skills. So for your assignment, for your challenge, just get anybody. You can use a cell phone. If you have a digital camera, that's fine. That you can use as a film camera, and practice slating. Get comfortable looking into the camera and make it nice, warm, friendly, and inviting. So that's your challenge for today. If you have any questions at all, feel free to go to my facebook.com/, how to model page. And as a matter of fact, what I would love to see is if you film some of your slates, place them on my Facebook page, and I'd be more than happy to comment on them and give you some feedback as to whether you look comfortable, whether you want to do some things a little bit differently, and maybe some other people can give you some critiques as well. So anyhow, post them at facebook.com/, how to model. And also, I'm really looking forward to talking with you again tomorrow. I'm Aaron Marcus.